Alrighty. For those of you who will be watching this much later, I am getting my monitor set up. I can't really set it up um, beforehand because my OBS has got to catch it first. So I have to actually start the OBS, then get into my YouTube, and then try to attempt to share this thing. So we're gonna see how all that goes. So bear with me a second here. Let's see if it'll switch on me here. There it goes. There we are. Okay. So give me a few seconds. Let me pop on here. Since I have it on landscape, it's going to take a little while for it to adjust all the settings, of course. I know there's a live chat going on there. You guys are. Hey, Gina, Vera, Dave, what's going on, man? All right. I want to share it. Nope, I just turned on. I just turned on. So it's a mess from the past previous days ago. I just never cleaned it. So give me a second here. Of course I gotta do it this way. Now I gotta write something. Hold on. Everything I'm doing it sideways here. I never typed sideways. So hopefully this turns out right. I'll be with you guys in a second here. Let's see, where's the exclamation point here? Great, I can't find it. No, that's not it. That's an upside down one. I usually find these things. There you are. Alright. And post. That's a horrible looking screenshot. Okay, we're gonna paint a log. Believe it or not. Hey Chrissy, I know it's pretty late. I gotta press my little unit there. Okay, there we go. Alright. So 11 by 15-inch watercolor paper. This time I've treated it hours ago with glycerin and white paint mixed together. Okay, the only disadvantages of glycerin and white paint is that because the glycerin is mixed in with the paint, it's not totally dry, even though I've done it hours ago. But tape will not stick to this. If I try to tape or mask anything, it'll just fall right off. Alright, so that's the only disadvantage. Okay, as you see, my palette is a mess, but I do have, what is that, ultramarine blue, cad red, phthalo green, titanium white, and a little bit of cad yellow down there. Alright, I'll more than likely, I better do it now while I'm thinking about it. I'll put some yellow in there. And what other colors I think I might need? Actually I want a darker blue, so I'll mix a little phthalo with this ultramarine blue. I want a little darker. Alright, now since I'm gonna paint a log, obviously there'll be more detail in the log, of course. All right. So I'm gonna work obviously with the background, still working from the back to the front. Okay. All right. Well, let's get on with the festivities here. Get my standard run-of-the-mill 2-inch flat. You don't see the glycerin, but I have the glycerin right beside me, right beside the palette. Actually, you just don't see it. Okay, and I'm only gonna put the glycerin on the edges here. Now, my brush is grabbing. Remember, there's glycerin in the paint, so it made it kind of tacky, but that's okay. All right, if the glycerin is sitting on top of the glycerin paint mix. Alright, so basically still wet on wet style. Instead of using obviously liquid clear, I'm using acrylic, so it's just the glycerin here. As long as I got enough of it on, I'll blend in a nice sky or something. Okay, alright. Okie dokie. Well, let's start with a little bit of yellow. We're going to do some yellow down on the bottom here. Oh, somewhere around in this area. And we'll do some of that here. Something like that. All right. Not even going to clean the brush. I'll pop some red in there like this. And we'll pop that red in there. A little bit in there. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, we'll get a little bit of white. I'm going to brighten that up a little bit. Right up around in here. We'll kind of brighten things up around here. Okay, something like so. I'll get a little bit of touch of blue. Maybe we'll get it like a little maroonish up here, like something like that. Yeah, you see how much care and thought I'm putting into this, right? Actually, I am. You just can't tell yet. So I'm cleaning off the brush fairly well, and I'm gonna smoothly blend all that mess. Okay. So it will look like I know somewhat what I'm doing. I'm going to take a giant. You guys can see it here. Let's see if I can dare. This brush here. It's a really soft-haired synthetic brush here. And then I'll just take and I'll just stir and circle right around the area of the glycerin. Now, if some of the paint goes in the area where the log should be, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Trust me. Just like that. Same thing down here. Smooth it out. Now, because my brush is large, does not necessarily mean that I'm using all of the brush itself. I'm not. Okay. I'll wipe off some of the extra paint, and I'll do some really soft X strokes here. Get a nice sweet blend right in there like that. Alright. Okay. I'm going to show you how much of the brush I'm using. You'll be able to tell once I get past all of this. I just want to smooth out that red before I go into the blue. It's got a little bit of white in there. It's a light touch. You see, I'm only using that much. You see where the red is? That's how much of that brush I'm using. Alright. Okay. Gentle X strokes around here. Just before I get into that blue. Once I get it, I'm going up top with the blue. Smooth it out here. You're going to get a lot of exercise if you blend this way. You don't necessarily have to blend in circles. You can do it the X stroke way if you would like. Alright. Really up to you. And it depends on how hard you press. Okay. So taking in account the width of your circles, the circumference of your circle, how hard you press, all of that good stuff. Once again, if it goes in to the area of the log, don't stress about it. It's okay. The log will undoubtedly be the darkest thing on this painting. Okay, so there'll be extra detail when it comes to the log. All right, there, something like that. All right, that's enough of that. No, you're not late at all, Marilyn. Okay, now I just wiped the paint right off of the brush here. All right, you can see it. I'll set the brush right there. Let's play with a little bit of titanium white in a fan brush. We'll get some clouds going in there. So, because of the glycerin, the amount of glycerin I have on it, I just use the titanium white. I don't have to put anything in it because it's going to pick up the colors here. All right, I'll just take my brush and I'll just kind of twirl some interesting shapes all up around here. I'll put some up in that area there, like this. Just stir it around. It's all right. I'll put some of that dark red in there. I think that's going to be interesting if I put the dark there. So let's get some of that. Let's go back up in that blue. Let's get some more of that and put it down here. Just like that. Okay. All right. Why did I just do that? Why did I put that dark in the yellow? Once I blend it, it'll look like little storm clouds or whatnot. Because you're going to take some of the white. I'll just take the corner of the brush here. And we'll just kind of swirl some of that white right on top of that gray. Just like this. Okay. Something like that. Get another corner. I'll pop some of that in there like this. Just like that. All right. All right. Clean off my brush. This is like a 1-inch, 1.5-inch wide fan brush. Let me make sure you guys can see this well. So hold on 1 second. I'm just adjusting the focus on the camera a little bit. Just keep it kind of sharp and crisp for you. Okay. Let's take a slightly smaller mop brush. This guy right here. Alright. And we'll play around with the bottom here. We'll just kind of fade some of that out there. Just like this. Fade it out. And we're going to marry some of that white into, just like that, to some of that darkness there. Just like so. I'm just really blending down that grayish area right in there. Okay. Same with this. Very gently. Want the bottom to disappear, but I'm going to marry some of that gray into that white. And then we'll just fluff it around. Still keep some of the values there. But in here, I'll just keep crossing away. I'll just lighten it up a little bit. I'm not worried about all of that. That's going to be all covered anyway. Okay, up here. We'll start from the corner here. I'm going to wisp some patterns around like that. Up in here. Just like that. Wisp it around. See, I get these interesting billowy shapes there happening. Not necessarily destroying all of what I previously put down. Alright, right in here, we'll crisscross, soften that down there like that. And we'll wisp and play around. I don't want to destroy a lot of those little values in there. Now, glycerin is highly reflective. Okay, because my lights are in back of me, I gotta kind of twist my body around to see exactly what I'm doing. And if I can't really catch it, I'll just look at the monitor and I can actually see what's happening there. Feel free to chat and talk, ask questions. Okay. Alright, let's take Mr. Brush again. Let's get another layer of white, only the corner of the brush this time. And I'll just kind of highlight some areas in there. Just using the corner of the brush. It is titanium white. We'll bring some of that up there. And kind of lightly. You twirl around some gentle highlights here and there. Wisp it around. Bring some of that down there. I'm looking in the monitor to look at what I'm doing here. Okay. Just like that. Kill a lot of it on the bottom, but kind of wisp around the tops a little bit. Just like that. There we go. So we got all sorts of values and stuff popping around there. I'm still looking at it there. Okay. A lot of interesting goings on there with this. Alright. Let me clean off both brushes here. I don't have to get too crazy with the sky because that's not really the focus of the painting. But I mean, it's interesting enough. And plus the colors are bright. And you're going to need that once the log starts to form. Alright. So trust me, there is a definite method to my madness when doing these. I know I had this guy somewhere. I'll put it right here right now. Even the big guy right here, this fella, I'm gonna clean him off real good too. So give me a second here. This is acrylic, not oil. With acrylic, it's just good to clean out your brush. You really don't want this stuff to get hard on the brush, and if it happens to get up into the furrow, you're gonna have a lot of trouble, or it's gonna be your new foliage brush. Okay, so, and with brushes this size, they retain a lot of water, but you just clean them out and they're good as new. Okay. All right. Let's move on. We're gonna need some dark. I'm gonna get a filbert here. I'll show you which one I'm using here. This fellow. Okay, come on down to the palette. Now, what you don't see I have is like brown or anything like that, but that's fine. We're gonna take some green. We'll put the green right there. Take plenty of it. All right. Take its color opposite, which is red. A little bit of that in there. We're gonna stir that around a little bit. Now they cancel each other out. They turn a wee bit on the brown side, like that. Get a little bit of green. Put some more green in there. And what it's doing is just turning a deeper brown, actually. If I add white to this, it would turn a form of gray. Alright. Alright, I want it a little darker. Put some of that blue up in that piece. There we go. Stir it up like a soup. Okay. Now, if I put white to this, it'll start turning green. So if I want to deaden it, I'll just add more red. Like that. Then I'll start adding white. But right now, I'm looking for something dark right now, just to block this stuff in. Okay, as you see, I got a nice mush of this mixture. It's time to add a little character here. Alright, so we'll start right up around here. And we'll give it a little bend up around it like that. And then we'll lump it and then we'll bring it to the side like that. Here, it's going to be real interesting because it gets chopped up a little bit. Just like, I'll do it like this. There we go. And it comes down a little here. And then it comes back up. Right about here. And then we're gonna just shape it up. It's kind of gnarly looking. Got a little knot there and it goes downward like that. And this all gets blocked in. Told you we're going to paint a log. Okay. And we're going to add all sorts of stuff to it. Okay. I can paint this log with any type of brush. I just happen to have this short filbert in hand, and that's fine. For right now, that's all good. Your log could be any color you want it. It could be an aspen, which would be white. Okay. Any type of color. Right now I'm just blocking all of this in. And we're going to have a lot of fun with Mr. Log here. Alright. And this time you really don't mind the streaks. Trust me. You don't mind the streaks. You won't mind it. Okay. Just like that. Nobody talking yet. Unless my chat has frozen. Let's see here. Let's take the chat out. Come on, make the chat disappear. It won't, so let me go somewhere else. I just cannot believe you guys are not saying anything to me here. Let's just see for a second. Oh, let me turn the volume down. Nope. My chat is frozen. Alright. Hold on. Because Chrissy is talking to me, but I can't see it. So let's turn my horizontal buddy. Let's turn it there, vertical. Turning the tablet vertical. Let's see. Alright. Then we can get rid of the chat. We're bringing the live chat back. Let's see if it'll come through. There we go. Okay, Chrissy, now I see it. No number 2 brushes tonight? Not really. Not really. It'll be a lot of strokes and everything. We're gonna do a 3/4 though. We'll get it happening with this. We'll put it right here where you guys can see everything. I'll zoom up a little bit so you can pretty much see Mr. Log. So let me center it just a tad here so you guys can see the log in its glory. Just focus this thing. There, it should be nice and sharp for you. Alright. Alrighty. You take care, Chrissy. Be safe. Hope you enjoyed your ride with the hubby. Yeah, I remembered. I'm just going to take a little bit of white. Alright, I'm going to show you guys something here. Hey, let's go right in here. Look at this. See how it turns gray? Look at that. See that? And we're going to play. You love old dogs and fences. Well, I've painted my old dog already. So I just have to settle with the log today. Okay. Most logs, we characterize it as brown, much looking like that. This is going to be an old guy. I'm using the side of the brush, and we're going to kind of build up some texture here with this fella. Since it's already light down here, we're just going to continue with that light right up in here. Okay, we're going to really add some stuff to this fella, so don't worry. Alright, we're going to go a little bit brighter, just a touch brighter. You see me dipping into my titanium white, still into the previous gray that I had. Alright, and we're going to start highlighting different areas of the wood here. Just using the side of the brush. And we're going to smooth a lot of this out as I'm doing this. It's like it'll be a lot of the brightness will be up here toward the bottom. So it's going to be very interesting when we're finished. You'll see. Oh, we'll play around with some of that up in here, just a little, not much. About that, like that. Now we're going to reverse things in a second. Let's take might want to take a blender, but I guess I'll use the blender. Now, it's the paint's a little tacky. All right, so I'm just slowly just smoothing some of that out a little bit. I didn't mean to do that, but we'll get rid of that. That's no big deal. Because in case you want to do it and you come across something like that, you know, stir this, twist it away, it'll go away. Just like that, see? Disappears. Hashtag do not panic. Okay, now what I've done with the light side here, we're going to do the same with the darkened side, alright? We're going to get a little bit of that blue. Put the blue, mix it in with the brown. Brownish gray, whatever you want to call it. You still want to maintain some of that unity of color, which is why I got that brown in there. Mixing the blue in with the brown, okay? Side of the brush. And here we go. Side of the brush, because we're going to try to maintain some kind of actually maintain the shadow side up in here. Just like this. And we're not going to get rid of a lot of that that brown color. But we're gonna do a lot of playing around though. Okay. And we're just tapping in some of that secondary color in there. We're gonna get some darker grooves in here, like up and around here. We're gonna get slick with it. See this? I make automatic wood grain. I'm using the edge of the brush. Alright, and we'll pop bits of wood grain in there. See this? See what I'm doing here? Okay, look at this, look. You see that? I'm pulling my brush on each side. Okay, the edge of the brush. And look. See that? Kind of swirl it around there, match some. Look at that. See how you can make it look? I'm gonna get the, well, I can't, yeah, I can. I'll mix with a little bit of water, just a little bit of water. Now be careful. Well, there's really no glycerin on here. But if you did the tree with the glycerin, okay, and you add water, it's going to wipe the paint away. You follow me? So just, that's what I mean by being very careful. Alright. We're going to do somewhat the opposite now. I'm dipping into my white, going into this light gray, just like this. It's got the blue on the paint. We're going to do the same thing with the edge of the brush. Alright, I'm going to pull a nice fine edge here. And we're just gonna kind of play around that all that dark there. You're kind of gonna surround that dark with some of them edges there. See this? So if you ever get confused about how you want your striations to look, you just follow the dark. Okay, just like that. Come on in here, follow it around a little bit, make a game out of it. Alright, if you do something that's a little too thick like that, you just rub it out, make it go away. It's alright. Don't panic. It's alright. We're not done. We're nowhere near done. A lot of texture, a lot of stuff is going to be happening with this guy. Alright. I'm looking. Okay. And another thing also, no glycerin, because this area in here will just dry faster. You follow? Alright. Okay. Alright. I'm checking it out. I'm looking at it here. We'll put this brush back. And we'll put the mop brush back. And we'll even put the filbert brush back for right now. Anyway. I gotta answer this person right now. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's bring you guys back up here. All right, thanks for your little patience there. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start adding all sorts of cute little textures and whatnot to this. Cause remember, this is it's getting there. It's being dry. It's getting tacky and whatnot. So we're gonna get a palette knife. Come on down here. We're gonna start adding um, more textury type of things with it, but we're gonna sneak in other colors too. Okay, we're gonna make things a little interesting. All right. So we got this gray, we got this greenish whatever color. We're gonna sneak a little bit of red in that. See that? And now I'm just tapping the brush here, and we're gonna get a nice little. You guys won't be. You guys will be able to see it here. Nice little texture going on in there. All right. Now, since it's kind of weird, kind of brown reddish or whatever, we're gonna bring it toward um, this side over here, and we're gonna gently, very gently, we just get some little texture happening here, just up around in this area in here. It's really light. Let it do what it wants to do here. Okay. I'm just gathering up some more. We're gonna tap it and get some more textures going on in here. You're not gonna completely cover all of your work, but we're sneaking in all sorts of stuff in here, all up around in here. Okay, just like that. Get some more, and mainly around the higher points, we'll start adding some of this stuff. We're gonna do the same thing with the darker side. Scrape up some more, because you need plenty of paint for this, and a little gentle touch there, just like so. Now we're gonna get kind of radioactive bluish, so it can be kind of seen. It's a very stylized type of tree. We get the tiniest bit of white, put it in there, so we get a little bit of a glow. I'm still adding some of that brown into this. Now remember, if it looks a little gaudy, this stuff dries up. Okay, so it becomes flat. Okay, we're gonna use some of that around on this side and around the middle a little bit. We're gonna really emphasize those dark areas in there, just like that. It breaks up by itself. Okay, you guys can do this. You guys can definitely do this. Bring it up in here. Bring some of that into the pinkish area too. But mainly we're gonna kind of decorate all of that area in there. Now there's a method to my madness of why I'm adding this texture. Because remember, no glycerin. This is gonna dry. And once it dries, okay, it creates another layer of texture for Mr. Tree here, or Mr. Stump, Mr. Log. Alright, so when we go with the highlights and even the refracted light, okay, the paint will come off of what you just laid down here. Okay, so you're gonna get some very interesting patterns going on. So I'm all around the edges here. As you see, we're not getting rid of all of those lines or anything. Alright. Oh, no, it's not Bob's wife, no. But yeah, there's different ways and different levels to doing these. Okay, Marilyn, I could have shown you many different ways of texturing the tree. There's so many ways to do this. I'm gonna get a little bit of brown or red, make a deep maroon here, just like that. I should save this color for the yeah, I should save that. I'll save this color. No. So we're gonna forget that. We're gonna get a little bit of an orangey white. Okay, here's some yellow right there. Take the smallest amount of red and put it in there. Okay, you see how powerful that red is. Okay, but we're gonna take care of that situation. All right, get a little titanium white. Put it in there. And we're gonna get kind of an orangey thing happening there, much like this. just like that. Alrighty, I'll let you see some of the texture. You should really be able to see the texture on that. Okay, when the light hits it, there you go, right there. See that? All right. Right along the edge here. Just choose your points, your high points, and we'll just kind of tap here, just like this. Just tap, just like that, especially around the edge. Look at this, and it's coming off of the paint that you previously put on there. Okay, right around in that edge here, right by the edge, definitely the edge of the tree, just like that. Very edge, right around in there. Bring some of that down there. Put some of that right up around here like this. Oh, we'll get a couple little thingies in there. Some little high point, even up around here on the edge here. Just a little bit up there. Just like that. We're going to get real glowy in a second. I'm just right on the edge, right around in here. Give it a little bit of love up there. Not entirely all of it, but I'll put it on the top here where a little bit of that sun would catch. Okay, we got this purple here that I made. I'll get a little white in there just to brighten it up a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Okay, and we'll start making a little in the, there we go, just some refracted light in there. Okay, well, thank you, Gina. It's just not going to be a log by the time I'm done. We're going to add some wild grass in there and everything, and really include other things into the picture a wee bit. Now you'll know when you don't have any more paint, because obviously when you go to do the strokes, there won't be any paint. Now a lot of this is coming off because of the previous color I've put on here. You follow me? So we got all sorts of interesting texture happening with this guy. I might put a little bit of moss on this fella, who knows. But a lot of attention is really being paid to the tree. Bring some of this color into the lit area. Okay, bring a little bit, have a little bit kind of fighting along here. All up in here a little bit. Okay, let's get some more titanium white. We're going to put it right into that orangey mix here. Really brighten it up just like that. Okay, fairly bright. I can deal with it being even brighter than that, because once I get to be this bright, I won't bother it anymore. Okay, very light. Remember, the brighter the highlight, the less of it you really need. Okay, and so it's going to bounce, it's going to collect off of what we just put down there. Omnidirectional, really. You can go kind of any way you want with this once you get this bright, and you got that much texture going on with the log. Okay, you can go to the right, to the left, doesn't matter, because it's the paint you put on before that's picking all of this up. Even up around in here, get some of that bright all up in here. I'm gonna do it with the edge. Let's cut across real fine, like, and get some little bits of highlights all up in there like this, just like that. It's just kind of like that. Come up here, bring some of that in there. Let's get some kind of traveling down. Just like that. across again. All right, I think you guys can see that here. Just cutting across. I'm using the edge itself, and I'll just get some nice little grooves happening here. Don't keep them even, just like that. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna spread it out, spread it right out there. All right, and then I'll just give a nice little swipe across, and we'll continue some of those little highlights up in there. A couple of those guys really thin up in here, and we'll travel some that way, just where you would think some of the high points would be in this guy. All right, get real interesting lines and textures going on with him. All right, a little bit more in here. There we go. Kind of aim him that way. Come on now this way, like so. All right. I'm sorry about that, Bruce. But you know, Wednesdays nights is usually my night to go on. So, um, usually about 7 o'clock. But I've already done my little chores and all of that. So, decided what the hey, just go on a little bit earlier today. All right, I think I'm pretty cool with the highlight stuff happening here. All right, definitely you know where the sun's hitting at here. Okay. All right. Let's let this tack up. Let it dry. Okay. But as you can see with the bright orangey white, all right, it's like the sun is hitting hard on that side. With the yellow here, it really don't matter which direction you go because of the yellow down here. All right. But as you can see, it's definitely hitting on one side. All right. It's all right, Doc. It is a-okay. No problem, Bruce. No problem at all. All right. Now, we've pretty much got this settled here. All right, it's good. All right. I could add deeper pockets of black, but that would be just, it wouldn't be necessary. I'm going to do blades of grass. A lot of them. Okay. All right. Let's get a I would like to get a flat brush, but I need one that can keep a very impressive nice sharp edge, and here's one. I got one here. All right, I'm gonna dip my brush in water, loosen up the bristles. Okay. All right. We're gonna try. We're gonna do darker grass. I'm getting some phthalo blue here. I'm gonna put it right around here with this other dark stuff. So I got some phthalo blue. I got a little bit of sap green. I'm mixing that sap green in there like this. All right. Okie and dokie. I'm gonna keep a nice chisel, nice front here. You can see how. Look at that edge. You see that? Okay. Now that's a thin edge. You're gonna need that because you're using the corner of the brush. All right. So you're gonna try to use the corner of the brush. And right now we'll concentrate on this blank area here. And what you're gonna do from off the tape or the bottom of the canvas, you're just gonna very lightly, if you can, see this? See all that? We're gonna do a lot of this. See this? And you won't try not to get them too thick. Okay. And if they start getting thick, that's okay. We're gonna correct all of that. Don't worry. Now, up around in here, they're gonna start to curve, cause got that big old log there, and some come out that way. But that's all right. Just keep going. See, like so. But I'm gonna do the lid area first. Some are taller, some are not. Okay. Now I'm a lefty, so it would be easier for me to go downward. Okay, but I'm using the corner of the brush to do that. Okay, like so. And just keep going in different directions. Okay. Once I start going a little too thick, I'll leave it alone. Just like so. We're going to keep building just like that. We're going to just keep building on that. I'm going to use a script liner a little bit later. Up around in here, you can have here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I'm gonna just go slow. I'm gonna go right off the tape, and I'll just curve it around like this, just like that. So we're gonna get a couple that looks, something like that. Maybe another one coming down like this. All right, we'll give it a little point there. But all the rest, we'll just start doing that stuff like this, all up around here. Okay, you got some curving that way, but we're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep doing it. I will not add glycerin. I will add water, but I won't add glycerin at this stage because there's no glycerin here on this paint. I'm using the corner of the brush. It's just something you just have to get used to. I'm turning the brush around. There's more paint on the other corner of the brush. Alright, and I'll just keep on going. Just like so. Keep going. Different heights. We're going to get a script liner. We're going to do more. But just keep playing with it. Keep going at it. Just like that. Because we're going to cover a lot of the bottom up. But you'll see in a second. Alright. Make sure you clean off this brush. It's ironic that I use this brush because it's one of Jenkins' flat half-inch brushes. I'm gonna keep that brush right here. Let's use this guy. I'm gonna use a script liner now. I'm going into my water with the script liner. I'm going back into this dark mix here. I'm gonna get it at an inky consistency. You need it to be that. Okay. Now we're gonna get some of the fine grasses in there. These are going to be ones that kind of go all over the place. You'll see. You'll still be able to see it. See this? See all that? Look. See all this? Keep on going with it. You're going to have to fill up your brush pretty good. Alright. Get all that little fine stuff in there. We're going to get lighter grass in there too. It's going to look really cool. Okay. You can take a round brush and do the exact same thing. I'll show you. Let's get some of the fine grasses going in this direction. Real long ones here. Really long, and we're going to curve some of them like that. Look at this. See that? Alright. You see I'm going into my paint a lot. You're going to have to. It does take quite a bit of paint to do so. I'm going back into my water, getting that inky consistency back again. I just need dark paint right now. Not really concerned about anything light at this moment. And we're just gonna fill in a lot of that yellow down there, just like so. Different directions. It's okay. Every once in a while, like for this fella here, I'm gonna fine tune that one a little bit better, just like that. There we go. We'll fine tune this fella right there, just like that. All right. Every once in a while, you get something pretty deliberate. Have it come out this way and want to come down that way like that, like so, coming off the page. Okay. Have some come downward like that. All right. Just every once in a while, you do a little something like that. Have one kind of thin, one kind of curve around there. Okay, we'll leave all that alone. We're gonna continue on with some of that dark grass there. All up around here. I'm pressing a little bit, get some of that thicker stuff going. It can be monotonous, it can be. Okay, we'll leave that alone. I'm going back to my half inch. I'm gonna get some more water. Actually, let me show you. I usually don't use too many round brushes, which is why I don't have them around me. Not consistently. I don't see one that I can really sink my teeth into, but this big fella. Oh, I really don't want to use this gigantic one. I wish I had a smaller one. I do have one. I'm probably overlooking it right now. But anyway, this is a big one. This is a 16 round. This is a big joker right here. Okay, get some water. Okay, it's like a giant watercolor brush. Alright, I'm going into my dark mix. Now, you definitely would need to use the tip of this guy. Okay. And once again, very lightly. it just gives you thicker blades of grass and fills things up a little bit. You can be very it will give you definitely thicker blades. See, as you can see. So I don't want to use it too much, but it's good to fill in a lot of the bottom there. I'm not getting rid of all of the trunk color or the trunk itself. All right. Now with a brush this size, you need to get more paint. As you can see, it's very easy to color the size of this thing. All right, get a little sap green. Like I say, it's like a giant watercolor brush. Get some water because it does retain a lot of water. Put it right in there like that. Now it does retain water. Okay, so just be careful. And you definitely would use the tip of this thing. Now this is going to be really dark. Yeah, that's fine for some dark grasses. I'm doing it just enough repeatedly just to get to where I'm touching it and I can see the strokes happening here. Around in here a little bit, curve them, go this way, crisscross them. Okay, especially up around here. And I don't necessarily have to go right in the bottom. I can go in the middle of this thing and just kind of, like I say, just get some interesting patterns. Get them out that way. Here in the corner, really tighten that up in the corner a little bit. Get some more of that dark. All right, and just keep going with this darker color, especially toward the bottom. I'm really building it up in the bottom there. But you see, no matter how many strokes, I'm still getting the yellow peeking through, kind of what you want. All right. So I'm putting a mixture of everything, every dark color in there. Come over here behind the log here and pop some up there like that. Let's get that a little bit longer there. Just like that. All right. Now I'm going to get the brightest green I can muster here. Okay. Let's put this big guy right back there. We're going to go back to our script liner. I'm getting some titanium white. I'll put the titanium white. I'll just keep it right around here, close by over here. Get some yellow with the titanium white right in here. I know you guys can see that. Get some water. Put it in there. Some more water. Try to get it very inky because titanium white is very thick, very opaque. Okay. A lot of this, what you're going to see here, is going to be in the darker area. You don't have to go from the bottom with this. Remember, the brighter color, and the less of it you need. Alright. Let that be your mantra. Alright, here we go. Ready? Can you guys see it? Yeah. Watch this. Get those blades of grass going there. Still need more water, believe it or not. Plenty of water in there. Okay. And here we go. It's got to be bright. Just like that. Look at this. Put some of that in there. Just like that. Go in different directions. Like so. You really got to load your brush up with this bright color. Just like so. Come in that way. Bring some all the way up in there. Curve that thing around like that. See this? Alright. Space them pretty good too. There, like that. Cross them. Go up in here a little bit. If you have to only do one pass, then do one pass to maintain that brightness. Come up in here, bring some of that all up in there like that. Bring a couple bright ones up in there. If you start seeing it get a little dull, go back into your titanium white. Put it in the yellow mix there. Okay. Just stir it up a bit there. Don't be scared. Mix it right in there. Get some more water. Okay. Let's try this. It's a little thicker. Let's go back over here. Here we go. See how it kind of stands out there? Put it in the other direction. Cross them. Alright. Keep going with it. Especially where it's kind of dark at there. Put some there. Kind of crossing that way. But around here in the bottom. Just like that. Definitely a few of them up in here like so. Just like that. Alright. Okay. I'm thinking there still should be something else hanging around here with this fella. And I know I'm going to put something in there. Okay. Hey, Aurora, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Yep, usually every Wednesdays I'm live on YouTube here. I'm just thinking, oh, never mind, I already thought about it. All right. So we've got a nature's bent tree log thing happening here, and that type of deal. Okay, I thought about something already. Let's put a man-made something in there. Okay. My subject is already painted, so we're having fun right now. Um, Give him a little curve. And I'll block him in just like this. Block him right in. It's all right if I go over the grass. It's okay. I can return that. Don't worry about that. Right now I'm just blocking in color. That's all I'm doing. Blocking in the color. You'll see in a sec. You'll see. I'm gonna use the same color. I'm just blocking in shapes of what I want. Alright. Right off the page there. Block it in. Just like so. Block it right in. Just like that. I'm gonna still use the same color because all I'm doing is blocking in shapes of where I want to, the placement of these fellas. Alright. Yep. You're right, Aurora. We got a nice little fence post or two. But you know what? You can't just have two. Okay. We'll put one. He's a little further out. He's a little thin. He's back here. He's back there a little bit. Okay, now watch this. Watch what I'm going to do here. Now, we have these three posts back there. There's a reason why I added three. Okay, but we have three posts here. Alright, obviously, they're in back of this guy. He's the darkest. Okay. Now, let's get a little bit of green. Right here. We'll put it right here with this mustardy color. Get a little bit of red. Still color opposites right in here. Red's an incredibly strong color, which is why it's looking the way it's looking. Balance that out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Slight touch of blue. Just slight touch. Just like this, alright. There. See how we got this bluish gray kicking off over here? Okay. Alright. We're going to come here and we're just going to plant that right there. Like this. Just like that. Do it a little bit on the sides here. There. Like so. And we're just going to smooth it out a little bit. I'm not giving the same pressure when I smooth out the color. Alright. Okay, well, there's one. Same thing for this guy. Smooth it right out there. Alright. Just like that. Smooth it right out. Alright, alright. We're going to go into white for a split second here. A little titanium white in the same color. All it does is lighten the same color. This poor fella right back here. He's in the back there. Like that. He's in the back. So he's a little lighter. so. All right. Okay. Watch this. Okay, let's get some even lighter color. Right here. Watch what I'm going to do here. This is the work with what you got portion of the video. Little yellow in with that white. Just a little bit. Keep the brush, get a nice sharp edge here. Watch. Look at that instant edge. Look. Pretty slick, right? Look at that instant fence post edge on the sunlit side. Bet you didn't see that coming. Look at this. Look, watch. And once again, follow it down. Bet you guys didn't catch that one, did you? Okay, I'll stop teasing. It's just little bits of of detail. You're working. You're trying to make a three-dimensional painting on a 1D surface. To be honest. And this fella right back here, just give him a little touch, just like that. A little touch, 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 just like that. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, we're not done yet. We have to let this dry because the color is actually flattening as I'm talking to you. All right, but we'll let it do its thing. Okay, for right now. Let's show you something else real fast while I'm on that subject. I'm gonna get a very tiny fan brush if I can find it. I guess you're tiny enough. Little baby guy like this, little fella. All right, let's get a little dark color here. Will this do? Let's see. Add a little water. Let's see if we can get enough of that working. If we can, cool. If not, then we'll go on to plan B. All right, right up here. Let's pull this in a little bit. If it gets fuzzy on you, I'll just tighten it up here. All it takes is a touch. It gets sharp on you again. All right. See this brush? All right. See here. I'll put it right there. See, it's kind of rough around the edges there, that leading edge. That's what you're looking for. Very lightly. You're using just the edge of the brush here, and we're just gonna go kind of like, nope, need more. Actually, need more paint because I'm gonna end up scratching it. So let's get a little. I'm just making deep maroon. Basically, at this stage, you just need a dark color and a wee bit of water. So this is turning it into almost India ink. Okay, very lightly, very lightly. I mean light. You see, we get some little wood patterns here. Wiggle it around a little bit. It's all right. Just like so. There. See, now if it's too strong, I can wipe some of that away. Don't worry about it. Hashtag don't panic. It's just you're giving the impression of the wood grain streaks. Just like that. Even this little fella back here. Just give him some little wood grain things happening. So it darkens it up a little bit. Alright? Okay. That's basically all I need with that. That's all. No more, no less than that. Now, we're going to get back to our straight edge brush again. We're going a little more into the white. Look down here. A little more into the yellow. Just like that, stir it up. Okay. Because remember, acrylic dries flat, so you need multiple layers to kind of build up that. If you want something bright, you need multiple layers. Here we go. We're doing it again. Round 2. Round 2. Here we go. See how it stands out now? Okay. These are just techniques. This technique just does not apply to a fence post. It's like that. And let's get some more paint for him. This guy's just a touch. A little tap here, a little tap here, a little tap here, a little tap here. It's like that. Yeah, nice off for him. All right. OBKB. Let's get the script liner for 1 second. Let's go into our dark just for a minute. We'll put a little dot right here. We'll put a dot right here. And we'll put a baby little dot right there. Now this is just me playing with perspective. Just because I'm just doing it just because. All right, watch. Here we go. Wiggle, wiggle. Come back up. Just like that. Then you come down here. And just like that. Let's strengthen that. We'll strengthen him a little bit. He gets right in around here. Just like that. Alright. If you think that's over, it's not. Pure titanium white. We're not even playing any games. A little bit of water in there. Okay. This requires a gentle hand. Well, thank you, Aurora. Okay. I'm looking still. I'm looking. Let's pull back a little bit so you guys can kind of see what we have so far. I'll give it a press because it's not in focus here. There you go. There you go. So that's what she's looking at like so far. Let's open this up a little bit more. And let's aim it downward. About like that. Alright. Okay. Let's get a little bit more of this dark stuff here. We're nearing the end of this. Something like that. Get that fellow a tail. Oh, his friends are kind of far away. His friends are far away. Got one flying on its side there. He's drunk. Alright, we'll put one way up here. Actually, we'll put a predator up here. We'll give him a nice wingspan. Bam, like that. And we'll come up there like this. This guy's got a wingspan on him. He's hungry. Alright, this is the cheapest way to make an eagle. Put a dot right up there like that. There. Big old eagle right there. You guys might not see him because of the whiteness of the cloud there, but yeah, he's back there. Alright. One more thing. I guess I'll put my initials. It's too dark. Let's go with the white. Hold on for a second. We'll put him. We'll just put in the blade of grass right here. Let people look for it. My paintings are available for purchase. If you go on my YouTube or my Facebook site, you'll see. You go to my Facebook profile page and you go under video or pictures of something. I got a whole catalog there. Actually, let's turn it into a 2, then a 0. Thank you very much, Aurora. I'm glancing at your guys' comments as I'm doing this. We're gonna whack a frame on it real quick and see what it looks like with both frames. Alright. Okay, go ahead, set up for your stream. When I'm done doing what I gotta do here, I may pop in and say hey. Alright. Press even out of focus. Yeah. I I'll get the focus straight. It's only out of focus for a little while. So we'll peel the tape off. Now this is just my preference. I like a nice crisp border. It's just me. All right. And I do a lot of my tutorials on 150-pound watercolor paper. So um, there. I have in-depth lessons on Home Artist Academy. My stuff will be um, ready probably by the end of the month, more likely. It's there. So okay, this I gotta do a couple of little switchies here. Hold on. There we go. All right, and we'll center this a little bit better, and we'll draw back a little bit. Let's see what it looks like with a frame on it. We'll do it with the black frame. This is the frame that originally was made for 11 by 15. It will look like that on a black frame. All right, that's what she would look like, Mr. Log. All right. Now the brown frame is actually an 11 by 14 canvas paper frame, but on a brown frame it will look something like this. People will probably appeal more to the brown frame, but everybody got their own taste. So I'll just give you an example of what both of them will look like with a frame on it. Okay, so I will take a picture of this thing, and it will be on the YouTube page. Once again, thank you very much for this coming and watching the live stream. Um, I didn't want to hold you guys too long. I told some people I was going to paint a log, and they just thought I was out of my mind. But, well, there you have it. There you go. When you have a subject like this, it's just a lot more detail and texture and focus, really, on that subject. Okay. Um, with the color, even the composition is still there, because even though it's centered, but it's crooked. Even the fence post in the back, crooked. Okay, in which it evens out everything. Even though you got like a lot of sky there, everything evens out. The sky is interesting patterns. Got the clouds, whatever. Some of the cloud bottoms you can see through the picket fence. You still got depth. Okay. Um, Interesting with the glow on one side, even though the glow's in the back, but it's hitting off of one side. Okay, you still got a little bit of that shine going through the grass there. So, you still got things happening, even though it's a painting of a log or a tree stump, whatever you want to call it. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very, very much. I shall see you guys online. Take care, be blessed, stay very, very safe. And I shall see you guys, if you would like, I'll see you guys on Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, and I'll be painting a marsh or a cove. Okay, a whole lot of green, whole lot of water. All right. Okay. Take care, everybody. Thank you for coming. Peace. Oh, give me thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right, guys. Bye bye.